I play Mr. Mistoffelees. He's a little black and white cat with magical powers, and little mischief cat and mischievous cat. And he's kind of a adolescent in the tribe of cats. So he's sort of, I've said this before, he's in that in-between stage of kitten and adult. So he kind of gets into trouble sometimes and kind of wows everyone at times, and everyone likes him, I think.
No, I like that, between kitten and adult.
Yeah.
When did you first join the Cats company?
I joined maybe I think it was 4.5 years ago. Not really sure. I just got done with doing Starlight Express in Vegas. Moved to New York. It's kind of one of those stories no one likes to hear, because I moved here on Wednesday. I auditioned on Friday and signed the contract on Monday. So when people ask me, you know, how do you make it in New York, I'm like, I don't really know. I just kind of fell into my lap. I was in the right place at the right time.
But you're also a very strong dancer, though.
Yeah, but it happened that the slot, I started off as Pouncival, another cat in the show, understudying Mistoffelees, and then 2 years later I moved up into the role. And so it just happened that guy was leaving, and the slot was open, which happens a lot in Cats. It's about, as in any show, it's about type, and you just fit in the slot, and so I was lucky enough to fit.
Tell me a little bit about physical therapy. This was something new to shows. Mm-hmm. I think Cats was probably the first show, or one of the first shows, to bring a physical therapist into the theater. Explain that, how that all works.
Well, I think it happened just because out of necessity. Everyone was getting injured, and everyone was out, and so there's not enough people to cover. So to kind of cover the show, they brought in physical therapists to do work before people are injured. Sort of maintenance work. If you're feeling a little, you know, the thighs aren't feeling great, so you can go and get work done. And we love it. It's great for us for them to provide it and for us to use. And it's really helped, I think, in keeping injury level down in the show.
Now, you, along with Michael Gruber, had the opportunity of leaving the New York company and doing the video film version of Cats, which is very exciting. It's selling very well.
Yes.
Would you tell me how that came about for you and what that experience was like for you in London?
Well, it started when Cats broke the record in June of last year, I guess it was. Trevor and Jillian and Andrew were there, and they all three mentioned something to me that they wanted to preserve the show, put it on video and film it, and wanted me to do the role during that film. So of course at the time I thought, sure, right, okay, flattered, thank you very much, I'll believe it when it's out. And then maybe 3 months later or so, I get a call and they said, can you come to London on Wednesday? And I was like, kind of shocked. So it just kind of happened, and all of a sudden I ended up in London and shooting. It was a bit crazy, but it was fun.
Does the show still excite you the way it does when you first went into Cats?
It does, and people ask me that all the time. They're like, how can you still be there? One obvious reason is that it pays my rent, and the second is that the show allows you to, there's so much creativity, there's so much openness that you can learn from. I say a little thing before each performance, and guess like a prayer or something, and I end it with, and may I learn something from this performance. So in that way, I think it helps to keep it new. Every time you go out there, you try to learn something new, whether that's, oh, the elastic's too tight on my shoes, or if, oh, that bit works, that look works, you know, that gets the laugh, that doesn't get the laugh. So in that sense, I think if you always keep your mind engaged in what you're doing on stage, then you can't really get bored. There's no room to get bored because you're always constantly working.